what the Sarawak report exposed, both the email correspondences as well as documents that has been produced, showed two things. Number one, 700 million of 1MDB's funds was disbursed to an account unrelated to the project, unrelated to PetroSaudi, but owned by a company run by Jolo, which is Good Star Limited. So why did 700 million US dollars go to a Jolo company? That's number one. Number two, we know in the joint venture agreement that PetroSaudi injected 1.5 billion of assets to own 60% of the joint venture, while 1MDB injected 1 billion US dollars cash to own 40% of the assets. But what we have discovered is that these assets are essentially temporary leasing agreements of oil fields in Caspian Sea, which was terminated less than 2 months after they signed the joint venture agreement, which essentially meant the 60% owned by PetroSaudi didn't exist. They actually did not inject the 1.5 billion worth of assets to own the 60% of the shares, while the Malaysian party stupidly injected 1 billion US dollars of cash to own 40% of the assets. And yet, throughout the entire exercise, 1MDB continued to work with PetroSaudi, and this only implies that they were complicit together to defraud the Malaysian taxpayers.
I'm giving police, bank negara, MACC 24 hours, 1 day to respond. Failing which, tomorrow I'll go make lots of complaints, reports, for them to initiate the investigation. I'm going to initiate any investigation to all these resolutions, because money is out. Elements of money laundering, tax issue, and also cheating our government corporate.